The equation for meaningful life seems embedded in today's culture. Study hard, get your high school diploma, and enroll in a good college. But the important issue which has for so long eluded the public conversation is what happens after acceptance and enrollment, graduating from college. While nearly 75% of students from the wealthiest quarter of this country will graduate with a college degree by the age of 24, an alarming less than 9% of students from low-income families will do the same. You don't hang an acceptance letter on the wall. This problem unnerved us, and in keeping with Press Pass TV's philosophy, we set out not only to find the cause of this disparity, but to find organizations actively creating a solution.
I think kids have a tough time adjusting to campus because it's another world. The racial makeup of the student body at most of the schools our kids go to does not reflect the same racial makeup of their high school. The socioeconomic backgrounds of the students they are going to school with often is very different than the socioeconomic backgrounds of their peers.
Counselors here do similar things. So all the counselors work with high school students, they all work with college students. When we're meeting with students, we're doing a variety of different services. We focus a lot on our first year students because the transition to college can be so tough for students. And so we really want to make sure that they're getting the hang of things. We do a lot of work with time management, understanding your syllabus, connecting students with on-campus academic resources.
It was, first of all, it was a huge cultural shock. And again, like academically, it seemed easy at the beginning, but I sort of put too much on my plate of like things to do and classes that it was just an all-around like shock and huge transition for me.
We are helping them pursue a goal they have that's very important to them and very important to their family and very important to their community. And I think they realize pretty quickly that we want to be part of sort of a team effort to support them to accomplish that goal. And I think the fact that we're unwavering in our commitment to help them get into college and stay in college is making a big impact on an individual's life, but also on a group of people's lives.
Paul Grogan, the president of the Boston Foundation, also emphasizes the importance of keeping students in college through graduation. The Boston Foundation funded a report in 2008 that revealed startling statistics regarding college enrollment and graduation.
It was started in response to a report that came out, a really troubling report in the fall of 2008 called Getting to the Finish Line, that tracked the class of 2000, Boston Public High School class of 2000 through college, and found that only 30% of the students that went to college from that class had actually graduated after 7 years with either a 2- or a 4-year degree. The mayor responded by creating Success Boston, which was an initiative that said, we're going to change those statistics. Access is one part of a very big puzzle, but we're actually going to make sure that with the class of 2011, that 70% of those students that go to college complete.
Basically, I think we're student-centered. That's the biggest thing. Everything that we try to do right now is just to make sure that, we're always doing it in the best interest of the student. So from, filling out the form, giving them the right information, to, seeking out the right support systems that student needs in order to get them through the process.
Knowing that even though it's totally their resilience and their successes, but knowing that I can be a support to them, not necessarily give them all the answers, but knowing that I've been a support to them in this process and that I can be one more person that kind of helps them through college is the reason that I keep doing this.
It's a really hard thing to learn to ask for help. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
You really have to learn how to advocate for yourself.
Even if you don't have these programs, is to sort of ask.
If you're not the kind of person who's going to reach out to others, then it's going to be a difficult path. If you will reach out and ask for help on campus, it is there.